What is going on, guys? DBG here, and this is going to be a little bit of a shorter video, but lads, the market has completely, this is the first time the market has ever crashed during super packs. It doesn't happen. It normally never happens, because normally we make videos saying the market's going to crash and it turns out it doesn't. But man, it has. Trust me, it has. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the prices of cards, 10 cards that are legitimately unbelievable buys. As you guys can see, I'm on my no money spent account. New episode coming later today, and you're suddenly seeing Eddie and Glenn. Eddie and Glenn on my no money spent account. Do you know how much I spent for Glenn? 32k. Glenn Robinson is right now 32k. Like, look at this. He's there, obviously 50k before all of this. And then there's more and more of them. His price is dropping. His price is dropping. Look at how many of them there are. 36k right now. That is one of the players. Even at 36k, the guy is a steal. The guy has got an unbelievable three-pointer, unbelievable dunk. He doesn't have showtime, which is like his only minor negative. He's fast. He plays defense. He's way better on next gen than he is on current gen. And you still see him in some people's like best lineups in current gen. Again, like if you've been watching Ty play his wagers, he's still in Ty's lineup. The guy's 34k MT. Then we got what might be the best value card in the game. What might be the best value card in the game right here. It's Eddie Jones. Eddie Jones right now. I bought my one for less than 50k MT. Look at the price. Like, you're getting, sorry, maybe I paid more, just over 50k, but for basically 50k. Basically 50k. You are getting probably the fourth best two guard in the game. Like, yeah, Kobe, guys like Kobe are great. Guys like Kobe are fantastic. Zach LaVine's fantastic. J.R. Smith is fantastic. But like, if you're asking me whether you should buy Kobe Bryant for 600, 700k, or whether you should just buy Eddie Jones, who does very similar things, might I add. Like, Kobe's better. Just objectively, Kobe's better. But like, he's enough better that you might say, if Eddie Jones is 50k, Kobe should be 100k. Like, Kobe's 600k for a tiny bit better than Eddie Jones. A tiny bit better. They're both insane animations-wise. Lads, the way the market is, these are perfect guys to pick up. And then if you're on next gen especially, if you're on current gen, this guy is, he's alright. If you can get used to this guy's just movement, he's alright. But from like 23, 24k yesterday, like that is the price he was at. He was quite, like he was not, he wasn't that cheap, but he wasn't super expensive either. Now, like it's been 4 hours since these packs were released. So we're now seeing the actual price of these cards for 16k. Like, I'm buying him here. No money spent squad. For whatever episode number, he'll be sitting in there. But let's just go over this guy. Like, he's range extender. Cliff Hagan's range extender player. Just for the whole longevity of the series and stuff, I'm just going to add him back into the collection in my next normally spent video. But now for 15k, you are getting a half catch and shoot, half range extender, half on next gen, you've got half circus threes, half volume shooter, gold quick first step, gold clamps, gold intimidator, gold range extender. Yes, he's got gold steady, but that becomes gold blinders on next gen, which is one of the best badges in the game. You are getting a legitimate beast. 70 driving dunk. The specific rating of 70 means once he goes into dunk animation, he's barely going to miss as well. Cliff Hagan, fantastic pickup. Then, obviously, you got to look at budget players. You got to look at budget players. Guys that were like 13, 14k yesterday. And now you're seeing them at like 8k-ish. Jonathan Isaac. Like, Jonathan Isaac, you couldn't get him for days. You haven't been able to get him for under 10k MT. Like, for days. It's been a long time. Especially since he was in limited. It has been a very long time since you've been able to get a Jonathan Isaac for under 10k MT. But look at his price now. He is completely tanked. There are so many Jonathan Isaacs because so many people are pulling the rubies. Like 7,300, 7k MT. 7,000 MT for a dude who is more than competitive in my team right now. He is more than usable. Are you going to win wagers for money with Jonathan Isaac? Probably not. Is Jonathan Isaac more than competitive in an unlimited setting? Of course he is. Of course he is. So, he is the 4th player. Like, these 4 guys, all elite players to pick up. One thing that I'm going to say is, I don't think really the price of the likes of Kevin Durant, like Kevin Durant's still the same price he always was. Magic Johnson's still the same price. I don't think these guys really, I don't think any of these super packs are going to affect their price because they're not pulled enough. However, the mid-tier and low-tier guys, and these packs have just been crazy. Like, they have just been absolutely crazy. Another guy that is insane that I managed to pick up, like, just again, these guys are not going to be affected, but when you go down to these, like, lower overall diamonds, and I'm telling you, like, Eddie Jones, there's so many more Eddie Jones. He has to be in these packs. These aren't every one of the packs available. Like, there has to be more than this. But someone like Pascal Siakam went, at one stage, Pascal Siakam went down to 5k MT. Like, Siakam does his job, man. That's the only way I can say. Like, if you want to argue Siakam is better than Jonathan Isaac, Isaac's better than Siakam, that's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. But there was a stage today where Siakam was down at 5k MT. Like, look at the price of him. He has gone so low. And he is a more than usable guy. Again, these are not the best of the best. But if you're looking, like, non-badged out Siakam, non-badged out AK. Yeah, if you give AK range, he's significantly better. If you don't badge them out, he's like 80% of what AK is. And he's 4.8k. 4.8k for a Siakam. The guy has now become one of the best, like, budget guys today. If you are a somewhat new player and you are sitting here with like 100,000 MT and you want to make it a beastly 100k MT squad, you more than can make a beastly 100k MT squad right now. These are the way things are. I don't think AK's price hasn't, as much as I love AK, his price hasn't really changed. Like, look, AK's still, like, obviously that's probably a range center AK for 125, but AK's gone down to a buyout. I still think at a buyout, that's probably his actual value, is around 100k. I don't think he's gone, like, he's too cheap. But there are so many, obviously so many AKs have been pulled. So honestly, if you are on the upper end, then AK might be, look at how many of them there are. Like, if you are on the upper end and you're looking for like a 100k power forward, I don't necessarily think it's the best time to spend that much MT on a player, just because of, what's a theme? Let's just say retro Andrei Kirilenko, because of the fact that you never know, we might get tip-off packs next season. But like, what price? Let's see what price he is. Is he going for under 90? Like, oh, wait. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! We got him, lads. We got him. He's still a steal for under 90k. We got him for 50k. 50,000 MT, lads. Andrei Kirilenko. He's still a steal for 90k, though. But when you're looking at AK, he's the best defensive card in the game, period. He is the best defensive card in the game, period. And he is, whatever, like 90k. For 90,000 MT, you are getting a 91 3 ball, or an 88 3 ball. Great release, base 98, 91 speed, 87 speed with ball, 88 acceleration. You're getting 95 lateral quickness, elite badges. Yeah, he doesn't have range, but that's not everything. Does this one have range? No, this is a base one. But yeah, AK, another great player to pick up. I'm still so hyped I got that snipe. I'm so hyped I got that snipe. Another player that is really, really good to pick up right now is Serge Ibaka. So Serge Ibaka Amethyst is a player that he's now, like, you can see him as my center. He's a guy that I really, really like on either, whether it's current gen, next gen, I really like him. And he had been around the 15k mark, but like, he's now well under 10k. Serge Ibaka is well under 10,000 MT. And for this price, you are not getting a much better pick and pop big. Like, his speed, his ability to block shots, his ability to shoot the ball for under 10k. His release is fantastic. 90 driving dunk, great three-pointer, hot zones almost everywhere on the floor. He is one of those, like, kind of under the radar cards that is really good to buy right now. Another guy that I've seen being packed a ton, absolutely being packed a ton, and is super cheap, is Bingo Smith. Especially if you're on current gen, he's solid. If you're on next gen, you're looking at an absolute steal right here. I don't necessarily think he's gone down too much in price. I think he's kind of just been at, he is at 3k MT. I think he's, maybe he was 5, 6k MT before this, but hey, for 3,000 MT, you're not getting better than a Bingo. Like, if you're looking at Bingo Smith's actual stats, Like, he's got an 87 3 ball, 80 driving dunk, 86 ball handle, good steal and perimeter defense, good speed, speed ball and acceleration. Not the best height, but not awful. So comes with 2 half badges, catch and shoot, comes with goal clamps, goal quick first step, goal flexible release, which is important. Silver, silver intimidator as well. You're getting a card with a lot of key badges for 3 KMT. So if you're kind of just starting out the game, he's a really, really solid player to pick up, as well as, well, because mainly he's in the packs because there's so many of them. And like, obviously, looking at these lower players, these are the ones that are going to be majorly affected. Of these guys, there's not that many of them that I rate that highly. There are not that many of them that I rate that highly. But one other player that I do rate very, very highly is Chris Paul. Both gens. I think Chris Paul's a million times better on current gen than next gen. Because, I don't know, there's something I just don't like about him on next gen. But he's still ridiculous. Like, he's still ridiculous. Like, he was up at like 9, 10k yesterday. And I've seen him up for like less than 4 KMT. Like, he is a perfect player. Like 5,300. Okay, he's gone up a little bit, but he's worth like 15, 20k. Because he comes with all the key badges. He doesn't have any half badges, but he comes with gold, clamps, hard crusher, quick first step, range extender. He's got flexible as well, gold. He has got a silver steady, which is a little bit annoying, but he's got silver deadeye as well. But again, just an unbelievably good card. A definite card that, especially if you are on a budget, you should pick up. So then we are on to our last player in this set. And again, it is going to be one of the lower overall players. And this is a bit of a weird one because I don't know how I feel suggesting him. If you're on next gen, this guy's a god. But he's a glass cannon. He's an offensive beast. He is an offensive beast. I was looking at him earlier and he was about 3 KMT. I just wonder what his price is right now. Has he gone down? Because he's normally he was about 5 KMT at the weekend. Okay, he's actually gone up since I last checked. Okay, so Thon Maker. When I was making these players, Thon Maker obviously wasn't on the list. But let me have Lonzo could be a shout. Lonzo Ball probably is a shout as a good backup point guard, or especially on, he's no quick first step is kind of a bit of a problem. But again, like 6 KMT for a 6'6" point guard, they can shoot a little bit. I can go to the basket. Look, you're not gonna find a similar card to Lonzo that's better than him for cheaper. Kind of reminds me of probably a better version of that. I can't even remember his name. The Amon Shumpert card. He very much reminds me of that. For 5 KMT with Lonzo Ball, you're getting a 6'6" guy with a bunch of gold badges, elite defense. Yes, he doesn't have quick first step, which is a little bit annoying, but a moderately good shooter, a good dunker, good ball handle, good speed, good lateral quickness, and just good length at that point guard position. Especially in an era where Magic exists, this card may not be the greatest now, but if we do end up seeing a point guard LeBron over the next few weeks, someone like Alonzo at that point guard position could be a vital player. So having him just kind of on the end of your, not even on the end of your bench, just in your collection, because if 2K do release a tall point guard, whether it be a LeBron or a Simmons, this card could spike up in price for people buying tall cards trying to defend them. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. These are 10 players that you guys really can take advantage of the market crash to pick up. Honestly, I'm shocked with the AK snipe. I'm really shocked with the AK snipe. But even at 90k, AK is a steal. Like, even at 90k, AK right now is a steal. But at 50k, man, absolute no-brainer. Absolute no-brainer. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.